Hey, Bobby Burns and YouTube Nation. I'm Bearded Movie Guy. Me and Bobby are friends on YouTube, and I think his stuff's awesome. And he just did the Quentin Tarantino Best 5 movies, so then I did a little video response. I love your video, man. It's awesome. So let's go. I'll tell you mine. I count him 7. He has 7 films, really, that he directed, wrote, and all that kind of stuff, mainly. So I'm going to go top 7. Here we go. My 7th favorite Tarantino film and best film, I think, is Grindhouse. It's his weakest film out of all. The first half is really self-indulgent and really only survives because Kurt Russell's awesome. The second half, though, is some of the best driving I've ever seen in a movie. It's so much fun. Kurt Russell's great as a whiny little guy who goes from being a tough guy to being super whimpery, and the 3 women in the car. Check it out. The action scene in the end is worth it. Number 6, Reservoir Dogs. I love Reservoir Dogs. I love all those films, so don't... Reservoir Dogs, it's fast-paced, the action's great for what's there, and the mystery of how it's all fitting together is great. It was, for a first-time film, it's an incredible piece of work. Just not my favorite. Number 5, Jackie Brown. Jackie Brown is one of the only things he actually did not write himself fully from beginning to end. Jackie Brown's taken from an Elmore Leonard novel, but he rewrote the entire thing for film with Elmore's blessing, and I have a huge crush on Pam Grier. I always have, ever since I saw 70s movies and when I was a kid. Ever since I saw her, Pam Grier's in my heart. I love that woman. She's awesome. So it's really well done. Plus it has Michael Keaton and it's got a great cast. So it's just a lot of fun and it's kind of a heist movie. Number 4, Kill Bill. I know this is your number 1, Bobby. It's my number 4. I love Kill Bill. I think it's insanely awesome. The action's great. It's got so many monumental moments, especially with music. It's great. Number 3, Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction is so brilliant in its beginnings of when it came out, people were like, "What? I don't understand." I actually remember it when it first came out, and people were like, "It's just, where are we? What? He hit a watch where?" He jumps around so much. It's Quentin Tarantino-esque now that we know that. But back then it was just like, where the heck is this film going? And I don't know. Brilliant. And it's incredibly quotable. And Samuel L. Jackson never looked back. Number 2, Django. Django Unchained. Number 1 and number 2 were so close together, it's almost like split by a beard hair. Django is great. Christoph Waltz was made. Literally, God put him on the earth to be in Quentin Tarantino films. He's a brilliant actor. He's good in lots of stuff, but when he's working with Quentin Tarantino, the man is on another level, and he just works the dialogue to a T. Jamie Foxx is great. Leonardo DiCaprio is brilliant. Samuel L. Jackson is crotchety and mean and evil as anything. Oh, and man, violence. Oh, it's glorious. And speaking of glorious, my number 1 is Inglorious Bastards. The first 15 minutes of this film, I sat in the theater, and you could hear a pin drop. Everyone was like, what's gonna happen? I was like, are bad things happening to the girls outside of the farmhouse? It's like, why is he talking in English all of a sudden? And then he does the whole spin around shot and notices the people underneath. Oh, you're literally just sitting there. And no, I didn't know who Christoph Waltz was back then. So I was just like, who's this guy? And that first 15 minutes sets the pace. Everything after that is just great. The Bastards are great. Michael Fassbender is awesome. Mike Myers is even in the film. It's my favorite Quentin Tarantino film. It's probably the best, but that's all in my opinion. Feel free to disagree with me. Bobby, your list is different, and I liked your list. I thought it was really cool, and I loved your little film bit stuff, man. I don't know how to do any of that. I love watching you do it again. I think you're gonna be awesome making films. So there's my list. 1 to 7. Those are his main films that he's really done. Let me know if you thought this was cool. I've never done a video response to anything before. And if you're bored, check out my channel, Bearded Movie Guy. I talk about movies a lot and how awesome they are. Alright, thanks a lot, Bobby. Stay awesome, keep up the awesome work, and stay bearded, everyone.